Dear children, in the last module we learned about the functions of cell membrane. What was the first function? It helps in certain transport of certain molecules, selectively permeable to certain molecules which passed on either side of the cell membrane. So in order to transport, there are two types of transport. They are called as passive transport and active transport. Is it clear? So cell membrane allows the transport of certain molecules. And how does it allow the transport of molecules? There are two types of transport: passive transport and active transport. What is passive transport? It is a movement of molecules across the membrane along a concentration gradient. There should be a difference of concentration on either side of the membrane. So movement of molecules across the cell membrane takes an according to a concentration gradient, that is from a higher concentration to a region of lower concentration without the expenditure of energy. So two criteria for passive transport. There should be a concentration gradient. Only then the molecules will be transported from one side to the other. And second is there should not be any expenditure of energy. Again, the passive transport is again subdivided into two types: simple diffusion and osmosis. Simple diffusion and osmosis. What is simple diffusion? Movement of neutral solutes across the membrane. Neutral, there should not be any polarity. There should not be any charges for the solutes. So movement of neutral solutes across the membrane is called as simple diffusion. Now, if polar molecules has to pass through this non-polar lipid bilayer, what is or how is it possible? If polar molecules has to be passed through this non-polar lipid bilayer, we know the tail region is non-polar, so it will not allow the transport of polar molecules. So, in order to pass these polar molecules along the non-polar lipid bilayer, they require membrane carrier proteins. They require membrane carrier proteins for the transport of these polar molecules, and such type of transport along membrane carrier proteins is called as facilitated diffusion. We can see this is facilitated diffusion, in which we can see particles moving along the carrier proteins. The carrier proteins help the passing of certain charged or polar molecules from one side to the other side. Whereas this is simple diffusion. There's nothing but movement of substances from higher concentration to lower concentration. Now, the next type of passive transport is osmosis. Movement of water by diffusion across a membrane. Movement of water by diffusion across a membrane. That is from higher concentration, from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration, is called as osmosis. Is it clear? So, passive transport is the transport of molecules or movement of molecules across the membrane along a concentration gradient without the expenditure of energy is called as passive transport. There are three types of passive transport. They are simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, and osmosis. We know osmosis is a movement of water from region of higher concentration to region of lower concentration across a semi-permeable membrane. Simple diffusion is the movement of neutral solutes from higher concentration to lower concentration, whereas polar molecules, in order to pass through the non-polar lipid bilayer, it requires the help of certain membrane carrier proteins which is present on the lipid bilayer, and these will help in the transport of such molecules from either side of along the membrane. So that's about passive transport. Now, what is the second type of transport? It is called as active transport. It is exactly opposite to passive transport. It's movement of molecules across the membrane against a concentration gradient. Suppose movement of molecules has to take place from lower concentration to higher concentration. We can see on this side of the membrane there is low concentration of molecules. So from lower concentration to higher concentration, if the molecules has to move, it is called as against a concentration gradient. And here, if it has to move molecules against a concentration gradient, it requires expenditure of energy where ATP is used. ATP is adenosine triphosphate, and we know it is an energy currency of a cell. So whenever energy is required, ATP starts to break down. So utilizing energy, Molecules are transported. Such type of transport which involves energy and which is against a concentration gradient is called as active transport. For example, sodium pump and potassium pump, which is seen embedded within the lipid bilayer. So that's about active transport and passive transport. Thank you.